Molly and I'm the founder of Roost. You can also find me on my family lifestyle blog, which is mothersalwaysright.com, and over on Instagram and Twitter and all the usuals, where I am at Molly J Forbes. So what is Roost? Roost is a collaborative interiors site and TV channel on YouTube dedicated to stylish family living. We are a collection of individuals who all love having... I don't know what that was. That was something in the fire. Anyway, we're a collection of individuals who all love having, you know, nice houses to live in, but we've got kids, and, you know, sometimes the picture perfect place on Pinterest doesn't necessarily suit busy family life. So, you know, our content is about giving people ideas and inspiration to have comfortable, affordable, beautiful homes that work with busy family life. So I live in Devon, and in my house I have my 2 children. I have 2 daughters. One of them is 15 months old and the other one is 5.5. And my husband as well, who is really not bothered about what the house looks like. When we first met, this gives you an indication of how much he loves interiors. He was a 28-year-old man and he still had a Spider-Man duvet cover. And he lived in a shared house in a tiny little box room, and like literally he couldn't have cared less what his room looked like, to the point where he still had his duvet set from when he was a kid. So that gives you an indication, which is, you know, someone who's always really loved their space, you know, where they live. You know, at university I used to paint my room. As a kid, my favourite show was Changing Rooms with Carol Smiley, if you remember that show. That was kind of weird, but I suppose it works. He kind of goes along often with my ideas, and he's now getting more and more interested in the way our home looks, and everything that we buy for the house or we do in the house is a joint decision, but often it's me driving the force behind actually getting stuff done, because he's not really that bothered. Eclectic, I think. I'm definitely drawn to vintage and retro pieces. One of the favourite things in my house is a mid-century sideboard that used to be my grandmother's, and when she passed away, I was allowed to take it and keep it because no one else in the family wanted it. And it's gorgeous. I love it, not just because, you know, everyone's all about mid-century stuff these days, but I love it because it tells a story and it has a memory, and I love anything that has a story behind it. I think that's why I'm drawn to older pieces. But having said that, I also like newer pieces, and I really like blending the two together to create interesting space that reflects what a family needs. So it's functional and it's practical, but it's also stylish, and it's unique. And I think that that's the thing about interiors. It's really easy to see a room on Instagram or see a home on Pinterest and think, oh, I want to replicate that style in my own home. And it's easy to go out and buy, you know, all the matching furniture, or, you know, everything that's in the magazine that you see. But you won't necessarily get your own character in that room. So I love the idea of living in, you know, an Instagram friendly, bright white walled house. But I think the reality is I'm always drawn to colour. So we have, you know, bright yellow feature walls in our home. We have lots of pops of bright pink and turquoise. And we have quite a lot of art on our walls. That was my late grandmother. My other late grandmother was an artist, and my auntie is an artist, so I've got some of their work in, you know, huge frames around the house. I've got a huge Picasso print in the living room, which was a 21st birthday present. So there's a lot of colour in our home. It's definitely not minimalist in that sense. I am lucky in that it's kind of my job to write about beautiful houses. I get to interview quite a lot of really stylish people with beautiful homes, and that is a really good way to kind of give me inspiration for things that I want to do in my own home. Like probably everyone else these days, I really love Pinterest. Instagram is another big one for me. Okay, biggest challenge for me when it comes to having a stylish family home is mess and clutter. I have 2 young children. I've got a toddler and a 5-year-old, and they both just seem to have so much stuff, even though we have regular clear outs of stuff. Constantly finding little bitty bits of beads, hammer beads and things that my 5-year-old's been playing with, and then, you know, bigger toys that my toddler's been playing with. So for us, our biggest challenge is storage, and finding storage that doesn't necessarily look like toy storage. So I really love baskets. We use our sideboard for, you know, crafty bits. We have we have one piece of dedicated toy storage, which is from the Great Little Trading Company, in this room, but it doesn't really look like a toy chest. It's quite colourful, and I know that even once my girls have grown up, I'll probably still continue to use it. So yeah, anyway, that is definitely our biggest obstacle to having a stylish family home. I think that children, you know, a mess, you know, is just part of life, isn't it? When you've got young kids, they like to play and they like to create things, and, you know, they don't care that your corner of your room doesn't look like you can't happily put it on Instagram. That's not a top priority for them. So yeah, mess, definitely. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our site, Roost. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you'd like more interiors inspiration, and we will see you soon. Bye.